So I do want to talk about this if you missed it. There was a report that came out today where Illumination, the studio who just did the Super Mario Brothers movie, they've done Despicable Me, they've done the Minions, they've done that, they have that migration movie coming. But there's a rumor going around that they are preparing a pitch to make Super Smash Bros. Avengers style movie for multiple spin-offs. A new rumor has come in hot off the press that animation studio Illumination has submitted a pitch to Nintendo for a shared cinematic universe similar to Marvel movies that will culminate in a Super Smash Bros. Movie as the company's Avengers-style film. The rumor comes direct from Daniel RPK. It should be noted that the upcoming Legend of Zelda live-action movie is being produced by another studio. Illumination is prepared to pitch to present to Nintendo for a shared universe with multiple spin-offs that will culminate in a Super Smash Bros. Style movie as their Avengers. That's interesting to me. Super Smash Bros. Will be an answer to it. Honestly, it will be. I mean, it's interesting because it is one of those things where there is very clear superhero fatigue. Like, there is. And I know a lot of it this year was just because they didn't have anyone to promote the movie, so you saw superhero movies be bad, but then you also are seeing whatever DC is doing not well. I think basically everyone got to Avengers Endgame and it was like, okay, we're good with this. And people are looking for that new big, what we can do everything off of, like franchise and stuff like that, since superheroes their moment may have finally passed. What's interesting about this to me is Nintendo forever has been so close guard. Like, it took them this long after the live action Mario movie to make a actual movie based on any of their properties. And then Mario Goes makes $1 billion despite everyone hating Chris Pratt's voice. Everyone, and it still makes over $1 billion. So clearly it's there. Mario's arguably at the lowest, the second most recognizable character in the world. It's him and Mickey Mouse. Depending on what country you're in, one is 1A. And I think it's interesting now that Illumination is like, hey, we made you $1 billion with this movie. Let us make more. We already have a lot of these characters in this. You have a lot of other great characters. We can make movies based on this, and then you can make even more money. We'll do a Super Smash Bros. Game or a movie based off of the games. So you're talking Star Fox movie, Kirby movie, Donkey Kong movie. Since they're in it, give me an Animal Crossing movie. I don't care. It'll work. But there's so many things, and the fact that there's so much stuff that isn't even Nintendo owned in Smash Bros. Like, there's Street Fighter now, there's Persona now, there's all of the Fire Emblems, which I can't tell you which one is which because I've never played a Fire Emblem. A Fire Emblem exists, and stuff like that. I mean, and there is Legend of Zelda. Now, they go out of the way to say that the Legend of Zelda the live action movie is different from this. So either A, that means they're going to make 2 different Zelda movies, which I'm perfectly okay with, or Zelda's going to be like the surprise entrant at the end of Super Smash Bros. And they just have someone go, ha! Whoever they get to be live action Link. Because that could also be a way, because there's a lot of people who are upset or frustrated, I guess is the more accurate word, or disappointed even, that it was a live action Zelda movie, because so many people want like an anime Zelda movie. Like they basically, the dream is a Studio Ghibli Zelda movie, which is what a lot of people want. And that's understandable, and I get that. And there's a reason why the director of the Adventure Zelda movie has said it's going to feel like a live action Ghibli movie. Because that's what they're trying to invoke, to which a lot of people just says, why aren't you just doing this animated then? And that's a different discussion that I don't want to get into, because I personally am excited for live action Legend of Zelda. I've been waiting for a Zelda movie forever. So I'm just happy to just be getting one that seems to be getting some good respect. But this concept of a Super Smash Bros. Is this cool tonal shift where people are finally trusting video games as a proper medium for stories. Because even the adaptations are still hit or miss. Like, for every The Last of Us series, there's a Halo series. But there have been more hits than misses lately, where you have the Super Mario Bros. Movie, you have both Sonic the Hedgehogs, you have Detective Pikachu, you have, like I said, The Last of Us, the Twisted Metal show, very good. Like, we're getting people in the writers' rooms who grew up playing video games, who understands what makes the stories of the video games so much better, and they're finally understanding what makes them good story-wise. But then on the other side of this coin is it's still Illumination. Like, they have a very distinct animation style. Like, yes, they went full Nintendo for Super Mario, but like, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. If and clearly it's not officially in development yet. Like, it's a pitch. Like, Miyamoto can hear this and just still go, nah. But he is very clearly. Oh god, I didn't even think of that Hawk Banana. I swear to God, if they make a new Smash Bros. And the minions are a character in it, if this is just to get the minions into the next Smash Bros. Game, that's big brain on Illumination, but that means we're getting minions and we're getting a minion Smash Bros. Character. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's a pitch. It's not official. They could still say no. But yeah, I don't know. A Super Smash Bros. Like Avengers, like the video game movie, like the video game movie to end video game movies, I think could be really, really interesting if done right. Because I remember, like, no one expected Endgame to work. Endgame should not have worked. You're literally concluding like 5 million stories in one movie, and it worked. It is genuinely one of the most impressive accomplishments of the 21st century in movies. And you'd be like, we want to do that, but with Nintendo characters in this already established IP. So maybe it can work, maybe it's not. I don't know. I thought it was really interesting. It is really good timing, especially because the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be coming soon, so that would probably tie in really well with the next Smash Bros. Game that's going to come out in the next 5 years. I don't know. I hope if this ends up happening, I will keep expectations on the good side, because the Mario movie was so well received. And it was good timing because it is now past pandemic. Because like you said, if Endgame was during the pandemic, and you don't have any of that promo. So yeah, we're getting back into people are getting back to movies, and the idea of these beloved Nintendo characters getting their own movies. I love that idea. The idea of it ending in one Avengers style Smash Bros. Movie. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it even gets made. But if it does, I am cautiously optimistic for it. But who's to say? But then also the Lego movie worked. Like, the Lego movie shouldn't have worked. And I feel like that's almost what we should be comparing this closer to, is the Lego movie. Because the Lego movie is like 5 million IPs. And then everyone's like, why are you making a movie based on Legos? And then generally, why is this always coming back to Chris Pratt? How is Chris Pratt the center of this? How is Chris Pratt the center of this? I don't like this. Oh no. Is Chris Pratt the leader of the Illuminati?